Emotional transformation. This is chapter 15 that ends part 5. Part 5 is about the fourth step in emotional transformation, cultivating passion for change and creation. Again, I'm saying again, these things should be said again, because it's not something for us to understand. Even if we understand, we tend to forget this. It has to be more in the emotional space. And in the emotional space, we make changes through repetition of ideas. We get used to them. So, I'm saying again, we would like to cultivate passion for change and creativity and creation because this is the end result of the transformation. We would like to get used to the idea that a problem is actually a stored energy that can be utilized to change and creation. Okay? So, it may not be the wise thing just to try to end a problem, to solve a problem, to erase a problem. A problem is energy stored that has the potential to grow into something productive. Once we do it, we do the proper thing with the problem. And for us to be able to complete the transformation process, we need the engine, the fire, the enthusiasm of passion. The good news is that passion, same as self-love, is something we can and even should awaken through practice, awareness, and intention. We cultivate the passion. We don't just wait for passion to arrive. We invite it, we awaken it, we practice it, we assist it to come. So when we come to the fourth step in emotional transformation, we focus our attention deliberately on our passion, and we let our passion speak. We let it speak freely. We let it express itself. We give it room. We give it legitimacy. Even if we don't fulfill the passion's suggestions, desires, etc., we give it a space. The space allows the energy stored there in the problem that started to move in the exposure, later in the reduction of self-criticism, later in increasing self-love. Then it continues flowing here and even accelerated, heated towards the fifth step that is waiting for us in the next chapter, in the next step. It is our job. Our job. It depends on us to cultivate a passion. It is so important. So important to realize that it is in our hands, like many other things that are in our hands. It depends on our decision, on our choice, on our decision to practice, to invite it. So this is chapter 15 that says, take your passion as a self-therapeutic tool, as a tool that changes reality, in which through it we can push the soul into active energy. Your passion is a tool. It's not just a state of mind. It's not just a happy place to go through. It's not just a representation of your deep desires. It's not just a representation of your self-fulfillment path. It's a therapeutic tool. You need it. You need it. So this is why we do our best to call it and to practice it, to give it a room. And I believe this is one of the important changes that emotional transformation is giving us, is inviting us to go through. The change in which we are able to generate from ourselves the good things that we want to have in ourselves. So we may not feel as helpless and lacking abilities to make sure we have what we want to have. We are able to generate it. It is an important message because the whole purpose of emotional transformation is to create the inside knowing that handling my problem properly, transforming my problem into something good, is in my hands. I'm not saying that all of the aspects of your problem are dependent on you. Maybe there are other people influencing this problem. But your part in your problem is something you can change dramatically. Not through overthinking, not through too much logic. You tried it before. It didn't work. It is emotional energy stuck, and emotions have their own specific logical system. This logical system works through processes of transformation. And it's good. It means that the problem is a potential magic. And the magic is in your hands. You are the magician. It's here in this step with the magic that you can invite your passion to come here and now and express itself. Even if you felt bad a few minutes ago and it wasn't appropriate for you in this mood to have thoughts about passion, well, this is why we had the previous 3 steps that kind of cleaned the area. Now, once we let some of the tension dissolve with exposure, reducing self-criticism, increasing self-love, so there is a room for passion. We created the room. You created the room. You transform your problem. You just need the proper tools, but it is your asset. It is you who took part in creating the problem. It is you who can take part in breaking this complex, in releasing the energy over there, and through passion to move it towards a totally new place. Now, let's not forget, each time you practice emotional transformation, you create a tiny change. This is all we need. All we need. A tiny change. If you practice again and again and again, you accumulate many tiny changes. When they are assimilated, when they are accumulated, then you create a new power in you. And in time it will be automatically, you move from a problem into productive action. But for now, we focus on the passion. The passion is the power, the therapeutic power that helps you fulfill this idea, because without this power, you won't have many resources to do something new, to do something productive, which is almost sounds impossible to do something productive with a problem. But once you cultivate passion, you add some force to you, some self-therapeutic force, and you are able to go to the next step and just do something with this precious energy. And you will do. And you will see how simple it is. And you will see that it is in your hands to expose your problem, to reduce the inner criticism, to increase your self-love, to cultivate your passion, and later to do something new with it, which will be step 5 in the next chapter.